Greetings and welcome back to Monster Legends, and another feeding episode. This time, we're doing an epic. An epic recently acquired an event. This is a little koala by the name of Koarim. Koarim? I'm gonna call him Koarim. And he's very sad because he's got 2 locked ruin slots. It's tragic. Quite tragic. We won't hold that against him. I did have a little bit of trouble finding him a home, but, well, let's just say somebody went off to Dr. Victor's lab. And he's going to be filling that spot now. So, have fun with Gary! Okay, what's with the hip bump thing? Is that like new? It's the new way of doing things? I don't know. Anyway, where is he? Where is he? Okay. Taiju! That's actually not bad. Yeah, that does seem to be a pacifier right now, but it turns into a big club there, so I guess it just kind of grows up with him. This is Koarim. He is a epic. Like I said, he is Earth and he is nature. Power and speed, a little more powerful than he is speedy. Unfortunately, he has some locked ruin slots, which is really bad. He does seem to be immune to stun, which is a good thing. Alright, let's see here. Koarim was eating bamboo after his workout when he noticed something different. It didn't taste right. He cracked the branch open, and it was poisoned with toxic residue. That day, Koarim swore he wouldn't rest until he had destroyed the monsters behind this residue. He's going to be on a rampage there, so let's find out what he's got. Alright, let's take a look at his skills. Gula Punch, low physical. Austrian Souvenir, Austria. Souvenir, low earth. And what we saw there was the Marsupial mod, or mob, pardon me. And this is deal very heavy nature damage to all enemies, may stun all targets, may poison all targets. That's pretty good. I wish there were legendaries who had ones that good. He's the little fella there, and you know, we really need to get him to stop chewing on that piece of wood there. There might be some leftover residue or something like that. So let's get him up to his teen years. Okay, level 4. Okay, I think he's just kind of chewing on it now. I don't really think it's a pacifier anymore. Where did those leaves come from? Do I want to know? I don't want to know. Let's start getting into the skills, starting at level 7. Blinky Bill deals low nature damage, 50% chance of stunning target. Okay. Well, he's immune to stun himself, so it makes sense that he would be stunning. He's stunning, isn't he? Alright, let's get to level 10. Asasia Guard deals moderate nature damage, gains a 20% shield. Okay, so is he a tank? I guess he's going to lean towards his earth part here, where he does damage and it gives him a shield. So that's his earth part. Let's see what his nature part does. Maybe some poisoning or something like that. Or healing. Maybe healing. Who knows? That'd be an interesting combo. You got tank stuff and healing stuff. I don't know that, but I mean, I'm just thinking that would be kind of interesting. Okay, so let's get him up to level 15. Queensland Charge. Okay. Deals moderate nature damage, removes target's shield. Situational. Let's just say situational. We'll throw that there for now. I mean, what if the other side doesn't have it? Then it's a, you know, it's a moderate hit, moderate nature hit, 0 cooldown. It's still not useless, but maybe we find something better. At 15 now, he's heading for 20, and that'll be his final form. Alright. Something Shelter. Deals heavy earth damage, gains a 30% shield. Alright, well that's a direct upgrade of that. You know, it's a direct upgrade of that. And, yeah, there's no reason not to do that. Okay, there he is, his final form. Okay, that's a little like toothpick now, isn't it? I still really don't want to know where those leaves are coming from and what you're doing with them. No, I don't. Alright, let's get this guy to 25 so we can get a skill there. Australian Stamp. Deals moderate nature damage, may stun. Alright, I think we just saw this one. So that does seem to be an upgrade, and we're going to take it. Stunning is always a good thing. I'm hoping he comes up with something for that first spot. We'll have to see. Anyway, let's get him to level 30. You cannot hide. Okay. Deals heavy nature damage, removes target's shield. Right, okay, so that's the upgrade of that. But it's a heavy nature hit without a cooldown. So even without the removal of the shield thing, which is very specialized, it's still great. It's still great. I'm just hoping something's going to show up for that first spot there. Something that says, you want to put me in that first spot. You know what I mean? Alright, let's go. Level 35! Ode to a koala bear. Deals very heavy nature damage. Will receive all single target attacks. Oh, so he's going to tank. But it's an attack. Alright, so this is for 2 turns. He's going to hit a very heavy nature hit. And then he's going to receive all single target attacks from that point on. Okay, well, it's a good thing he's got some shielding stuff. Alright, so I am going to throw that into the first spot. Because I'm guessing that's his bread and butter. He's there to tank. So that's what he's there for. Alright, so... Okay, leaves. Dude, I don't want to know where they come from. Stop doing that. I might be able to figure it out from the animation, and I don't want to do that. Let's go. Level 40! I hate Quanus. Alright, it deals very heavy nature damage, removes shield. Okay, so... Huh? Oh, removes shields from all targets. The stun isn't going anywhere. Let's face it, I need the shield. I mean, if he's going to tank, he's going to need the shield, you know? As a matter of fact, I'm kind of hoping there's something more than the small shield. I don't know about that. You know, I might take it because this is a 1-round cooldown and it's a stun. I don't really need a 0 cooldown, but the problem is the one that I have is better damage. I think I'm going to keep the one I still have. I think I'm going to keep the one that I still have. Because, I mean, this is a very specialized thing. If the specialized thing is wrapped in a really good, solid 0 cooldown attack, then that's fine. But this one here, I'm going to lose damage. I'm going to gain a cooldown, which doesn't matter that much. It's just I'm going to lose damage. So I think I would rather just keep the one that I have. It's a little too specialized for me. A little too specialized. I mean, what good is removing all the shields if I'm just going to hitting one, looking at it from his point of view. Anyway, let's get to 45. Micro Koarim's Bulwark. Okay, deals heavy earth damage, gains a 50% shield. Alright, this is what I'm talking about. This guy needs the big shield. He needs the big shield. I wish it lasted more than 2 rounds, but you know, 2 rounds is 2 rounds, right? He's got to take it. Got to take it. I mean, there's no purpose to it unless it's giving him the most protection, you know? That's probably it, but we're gonna take him out to 60 anyway. You never know. There might be something else in there, but I don't think so. I hate Quantum. Yeah, we've seen that one. All right. And 55. And yep, we've seen that one. And the last one for now. Level 60. Okay, right. He's kind of an interesting guy. He's got the tanking going there. So obviously, he's meant to tank, meant to shield himself, and then take the hits for the group. The single target hits. This is the same skill that Oros has, only Oros has it mixed in with an incredible buff. Kind of the thing that he's missing there, too, you know? I do realize that Oros is not an attack. It's just a self-buff. Whereas this one, the first skill, is actually an attack. So what we have here, we have Ode to the Koala Bear. It deals very heavy nature damage, and then will receive all single target attacks. So if somebody tries to attack somebody else in the group with a single target attack, this guy's going to get that attack. Group attacks are not counted. It'll function. Group attacks will function as normal. But if somebody goes for a single target attack, it will go to this guy while this skill is active. which is for 2 turns. Then we have Yukonahide. Deals heavy nature damage, removes target's shield. The giving the shield, the taking the shield away is kind of situational, but I see that as just an extra throw-in because it's a really good hit with a 0 cooldown. Now, this guy doesn't actually need the 0 cooldown one because of the next skill. See, that's the thing about it, is that's kind of really situational, and I don't really see that part as useful, but it is a heavy nature damage hit for a 0 cooldown, so it's kind of hard to say no to that. Alright, then we have this one. Australian Stamp. Deals moderate nature damage, may stun target. A moderate nature hit, a 1-round cooldown stun. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that. That's the reason you really don't need a 0-round cooldown with this. This would have been fine as a 1-round cooldown. I mean, if everybody's immune to stun, you might as well just use the other one, right? Think of it that way. Okay, and then we have this one. Micro Koarim Bullock. Okay, this is a heavy earth damage hit, and of course this is the only one I've taken, but he gains a 50% shield for 2 rounds. Chances are what you would probably do is use this one, and if you're still alive, then use this one right after it, because you're going to be taking a lot of hits, assuming they're not all using group attacks. He's basically, he's a tank. That's what he is. He's an epic tank. He's meant to get guys to hit him instead. It could be useful in war, really. I mean, depending on what the elements are, if the elements involved on the legendary side are not normally group ones, then if you're doing single target attacks, going right to this guy might very well be useful. The thing about it is, let's face it, if 2 legendaries hit this guy with single target attacks, he's dead, because they're legendaries. But anyway, he might have a use. His skills are okay. It would be interesting if they were on a legendary. We already know, like I said, this Oros already has the tanking skill, but it's not an attack, and Oros also has the basically doubling of the health, which makes it a real tank. So, whereas this guy actually he attacks for the taunt. And it's a good attack, too. It's a good attack. Very heavy. It's his biggest damage attack. It's an interesting epic. Maybe we'll get a chance to goof around with him in the future and put his skills to the test. So this is Koarim. That's what I'm calling him. Thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.